And speaking of love for the game, we might as well go ahead and talk to our main course, and that is CM Punk is back in the WWE. Yeah, hell froze over.
Who would have thought?
CM Punk is back. Might as well go ahead and talk about what everybody's been tuning in for us to talk about. So it's officially Survivor Series Fallout. He returned at Survivor Series. What are your thoughts on this? I want your thoughts before I get my thoughts.
So my thoughts are hard to call given what little bit of time we got in that promo. But from what I can tell, first and foremost, you doggone marks, stop buying into some stuff you see from videos and fans. Okay, they playing into the hype. All right, they playing into the hype. They're doing what they're supposed to do, working you. All right, don't read too deeply into.
Are you talking about the Seth Rollins flicking them off and saying fuck you, fuck you? It's like, bro, let's be real. Let's be real. Here is Gresh being Gresh. If from the history that we've known for Seth Rollins, he's a company man. Do you think in your right mind that he will legitimately jeopardize his potential spot in the WWE over a beef? This man legitimately did not like Matt Riddle. He worked with him. This man legitimately does not like Cody Rhodes. He put him over 3 times. He does not like CM Punk. It goes all the way back to 2014 when Punk left and he appeared on that podcast, and I believe Punk said something about they have 2 different philosophies in the wrestling business. He basically buried Seth Rollins. I hate using that term, but he basically said Seth Rollins don't know jack shit about the industry. There's your beef. Do you think after all this would Seth Rollins jeopardize his potential spot or his spot in the company over a beef? Because he knows let's be real, he knows where the cameras are. He knows people are filming. He knew that somebody was going to upload his reaction. Hell, if that what he said was legit, like if that beef was legit, he wouldn't have even cut the promo and said called him a hypocrite. I love being worked because it's the fun thing about wrestling. It's so many people on social media. It's like social media. I feel like I'm always going on a rant about social media on this thing, and I feel like it's never going to change. They always work themselves up over nothing.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm happy that he is back. It's great for television. It's great for, I mean, you saw WWE hyping the numbers. It's great for the numbers. It's great for the fans. It's great for pretty much, now you see we got a hater over here.
Oh, Cry Me a River.
Yeah, clearly that's a CM Punk hater. And, whatever floats your boat. I get it. I get why we're doing this. You know what I mean? That right there is it just fits. I mean, him being back, if you want to call him a corporate
hypocrite
or a hypocrite or
let's be real, he's a hypocrite. I think he even knows he's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because I've said this time and time again. CM Punk did it. Cody Rhodes did it. Who else did it that I felt that I'm probably forgetting? Bash WWE all on the indies. There's literally footage of it. Soon as everybody comes back. Soon as Bret Hart came back in 2010, after he swore that he would never return, everybody comes back. I hate quoting this man, but everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
Yeah, and hey, say what you will, but it's a matter of time before John Moxley is ever back. Look at what he did the moment he left and how he bashed too. I mean, it's just everybody at some point comes back. It just is part of the game, bro. It happens. Especially if you started there. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be back.
And speaking of stuff that we don't need to know, and we might as well rope it into CM Punk being back in. Apparently, it's been reported, according to Fightful Select, Bryan Danielson headed up the disciplinary committee that ultimately decided to terminate CM Punk's contract from AEW. What are your thoughts on that?
He did exactly what now?
He basically, you know how with the whole situation in what you call it, in at All In with Jungle Boy and Punk. Instead of outright firing him, Tony Khan had a wrestling committee that pretty much just helped him decide the final call to say, hey, yeah, he got to go. And Bryan was basically, so basically somebody told Fightful that Bryan was on the committee to basically give him the heat. Because if you notice that, and shout out to my queen Lindsay, she basically was like, have you noticed that every time something positive, quote unquote, happens with Punk, negative news comes out? And so this situation that we as fans should know is Bryan Danielson, basically in layman's terms, is the reason why Punk got fired. That's basically what they want us to know. Should we know? No. So I've been seeing everybody's reaction. They was like, I feel like when it comes to HR stuff like this, they need somebody who's actually HR.
No, seriously. So it's not the best look.
Yeah, that was. You said what?
It's not always the best look. You know what I mean? To see that. So like, or hear that and let that leak out. Like you said, everybody doesn't need to know that kind of information. And why would you want to do that to a guy like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson? That doesn't change my opinion on the guy personally. I mean,
nah.
You know, he probably just did what he had to do. He loves wrestling. He loves the moral of the locker room. CM Punk probably even understood it himself. You know, if that changes their relationship for life going forward, is what it is. But business is business, and he understood that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we can't let that information be getting out all willy nilly like that.
And that's what annoys me. It's like, I remember when we as wrestling fans actually just watched the fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody wants to be an insider. Like everybody got a blue check now, so everybody want to. Like I'm trying to tell you, when news like this happen, I follow a lot of people who got blue checks, and everybody was saying the exact same shit verbatim. And I'm sitting here like, why do we need to know this? Why? Why should we give a fuck? Me as a paying customer should not know what is happening behind the scenes. And yes, you can argue, oh, you gotta mute it. You should mute this person. You should mute this person. But it's like, bro, you're missing the point. Even you, as a journalist, quote unquote, should not know this. Everything does not need to be leaked to you guys. Not at all. According to Ring said, it probably was QT Marshall. Because speaking of QT Marshall, he's out. He's gone from AEW as well. A lot of you probably didn't know that either. But yeah, QT Marshall pretty much sent in his resignation. He's no longer with All Elite Wrestling anymore.
Enter Nightmare Factory in McDonough, Georgia. See you later, Q.
Pretty much. So he's basically put out I don't even want to disrespect him like that. Like he put out basically a statement on Twitter saying he's out. So there's that. And it's like it's a lot of moving parts that's been going on. And it's a lot of shit that we, like I said, we shouldn't know.
Yeah, this makes me worried for AEW sometimes. It really
elaborate.
It mirrors too much WCW sometimes, just a little bit. And I hope as these years go along, I just really hope. And if you think about it, let's look at it this way. You got people coming back to WWE after being gone for so long, who's to say that you had mass releases? Sure, you're probably gonna get some of those people if they're needle movers. But like, man, between booking decisions, poor management, letting wrestlers run certain things that probably shouldn't be running certain things.
I'm under the impression that, like, I understand why people say wrestlers shouldn't be in an executive until they retire.
Mm-hmm.
Too many feelings are getting into play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong about that, because obviously I like the fact that the competition and things of that nature, but
They just need to tighten ship. Honestly, dead ass, they need to just tighten ship. Tony Khan needs to just drop his balls and really stop letting people feel like he's their best friend. He's the boss. He's the money man. That's where it needs to stop. Point blank. Period. There's no more debate. No elaboration. Like, from what we've seen, all out brawl should not have happened. The situation with Jungle Boy and Punk shouldn't have happened. He needs to stop being everybody's friend and be a fucking boss. Period. That's all I can say about that. But Punk is back in WWE. The promo was not well received by certain people. It is what it is. But me, it gave what it gave. He basically said he's not there to make friends. He's only there to make money. That's it. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Punk being back in WWE. I'm not losing sleep over it. Is he a hypocrite? Yes. All of them are. That's welcome to the wrestling business. Like what Mike said, Hulk Hogan, Medusa. Not Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Ultimate Warrior, Medusa. All of them said they wasn't going to go back to WWE, but they went back. It is what it is.
And ironically, shout out to my boy Sid from True Hill Heat here, but it's kind of like he mentioned here. It's amazing that both him and John Cena have turned into the very things that they were once again.
He became Nash. Like, shout out to Hearts on Twitter. I saw what she said. She said he basically became Kevin Nash. Because what did Kevin Nash do throughout his entire career? He was only there to make money, not friends. What Punk doing now? He's there to make money, not friends. John Cena hated the fact that The Rock went part-time or went away for a while. What did he do? He became part-time. Roman Reigns hated the fact that Brock Lesnar was a part-time champion. And what is he doing right now? Part-time champion. So everybody is a hypocrite. Let's just be real. In life, you are a hypocrite if it benefits you. It's just, it is what it is. So people who are constantly, like, honestly, I'm at that point now. If you hate CM Punk, you as a person, you can literally block and mute his name on all social platforms. Because after a while, now that you know that, if you still talk about CM Punk, if you still talk about certain things in WWE, you are hate watching, and you are shit. Because I'm tired. It's the same dance. It's the same thing over and over and over. It's like missionary position, which a lot of y'all can't get consensually every single night. I'm tired.
Yeah. What he said.
It's the same thing. It's the same argument. It's the same debate. If you like WWE, watch WWE. If you like AEW, watch AEW. If you like Impact, watch Impact. If you like New Japan, watch New Japan. No one is forcing you to cover all this shit. You just talk about these people and these companies because you just want to make sure that blue check gets paid. Newsflash, you're not getting paid a lot from Twitter. You want to know how I know that? I got nearly 5 million impressions. You know how much I get a month from Twitter alone? $80. That doesn't dent or add to my bank account. That is literally gas money. So what are we doing here? What is the purpose? If you hate WWE, if you hate CM Punk, stop fucking watching. If you hate AEW, if you hate the Young Bucks, if you hate Kenny Omega, if you hate how AEW is run, stop fucking watching. Get out of my DMs, get out of my mentions, and stop watching. It is redundant and it is ridiculous, and it shows me your age range.
Mhm.
And it shows me your maturity level. Because you want to know what I do? If I like literally, if we talk about AEW on this podcast, which we will, if I don't like something, I will let you know that, hey, I was half tuning in. That's our vibes here. We're not here to run a narrative or move a narrative. We're here to talk about what we see and how we feel. That's it. But CM Punk is back in WWE. We'll see what they do. Like, it's more likely it's going to be him versus Seth Rollins, probably at the Royal Rumble. And we just go from there.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I went into my whole ass rant about CM Punk. It's like, with him being a hypocrite or whatever, but it's like, bro, that's the thing. A lot of people always want to, we're not trying to say that CM Punk is not at fault.
Mm-hmm.
We just saying, if you hate the man, don't watch the show.
Mm-hmm. That's
all. Because let's be real. That man is a hothead. I'm not finna come on here and act like this man is a second city saint, pun intended. I'm just saying, like, if you hate this man as much as you say you hate him, stop watching the show.
Easy.
Stop talking about him, because that's another thing people don't understand. Even though you don't, if just say you don't watch the show, if you tweet about his name or you mention any or reference anything about him, that adds to their social media algorithm, and you're lining their pockets. So what you think you're rebelling against, you're adding to the cause. That's why I be trying to tell people, I'm like, bro, all you have to do is not tweet about him, not watch, not interact with anything that has anything to do with him, and you literally subtract the traction. But they don't.
When the club go around here, I'm a cactus. Bang, bang, gang, I don't owe you jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Miz, you can put me on the A-list. Gresh Hi-Lite, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold, look at how they winning.